What is up, guys? Welcome to today's trade recap. Today is kind of an unfortunate day. It's not terrible, but I did take a couple losses today. Technically 3 losses. Pretty much standard for what I've been doing recently. I know I haven't been updating much, but I think I actually did make a video though, but pretty average win size, which is an 800, almost 900 loss today. It's pretty much been my average winner. My average losses have been roughly like 4, 5, 600. So definitely more than double, or yeah, basically double my average loss, and then equivalent to what I've been winning on the day. But that's not really the sucky part. The sucky part is just that I was so close to the payout threshold on Apex being 52,600. I was sitting at around 52,200 today, so really I only need to make 400 more. Honestly, thought today would be the day. I wasn't necessarily setting like a goal or an emotional kind of goal to it, because that's what can make you trade stupid. I wouldn't say I necessarily traded stupid today, just the market conditions, especially like once we get into it and I show you guys what I'm talking about. It's kind of just the things that were set up were good looking setups. The market was just not in a very good bias today and kind of ended up chopping out, as we can see. But yeah, so getting into it, I'm just going to mark it all out fresh and everything. So I was up pretty early, been up pretty early in the mornings as the past few days or the past week and a half, whatever. And so I was already on pre-market. I don't necessarily trade pre-market. I'm not totally against it. I've definitely taken some nice pre-market trades before. But I kind of did figure maybe I should wait till open. But then what I had seen is basically coming into the day, I'm bullish. We're near all-time highs. We have Asia highs up here, which is what I was looking to want to eventually see, especially because in London session or towards coming into London through London, we were rebalancing this range, came up, and then we came back down. We took out this London low. I figured either after taking this, which is then what I get into the setup here, is that we had this 3-minute inversion right here. We were either going to take this, and I figured just from what I've seen so much in these scenarios, especially with all being at all-time highs, is that we would eventually run this till about open, kind of have like a small retrace, and then 10-15 minutes at open, take out this Asian high. So I was very confident on longs today, especially like I said, we took out this London low. We had an SMT here with London lows after we had taken it out here. And yeah, we had a liquidity sweep, SMT, 3-minute inversion. And this is the setup I had taken pre-market. I had about, actually, this was the loss that I had moved it. Originally, it was at that 3-minute body low, but then I saw in a 5-minute, I was like, okay, I'm just going to move it to the body low in the 5-minute. Less risk, as well as since I'm literally only targeting this high, it would have been a negative RR. And yeah, pretty much exactly what I need. I remember I moved it up just a little bit, because that's what would have got me to that over 400 range. And it just sucks because this is really something all I needed. Such a small setup like this, a 20-point move, taking out that high. It just looked so perfect with everything that we had here, especially, even if we reverse right here, it's perfect because it's taking out this internal high within this 5-minute. Everything was just looking great. And that's when price started to accumulate. As we can see right here, of course, I entered in an accumulation. I thought multiple times of potentially taking off the position around break even, technically going against the rules of, getting out. But it's just the fact that it was pre-market. I didn't like how we were starting to accumulate, and I figured there could be a drastic move at open. Thankfully, keyword thankfully, because I don't know how it would have really played out with spreads and everything at the open, but I'm kind of glad I did get stopped out when I did, because like I was thinking 930 had a crazy open, and who knows what could have happened with spreads. But yeah, it's just very unfortunate this one didn't play out. Literally something as simple as this could have gotten me the payout today, and today could have been a way different day. But yeah, so didn't get that. I'm going to delete this now. And pretty much we had the 930 crazy open everything. While I was also in this position too, I forgot to mention, I figured price could potentially, that was the downside that I had, is that price could potentially want to take out Asia lows before then going higher, which at the 930 that happened, not while it was pre-market still. But once we had taken out Asia lows here, this pretty much made me pretty confident still with longs, especially because we had this 1 minute right here. And I've seen this happen so many times where we have a crazy open, it's so volatile, we sweep the lows. Obviously, I mean, it depends on how strong the bias is, but it just, again, how longs didn't really want to play out today beats me. But yeah, it's just unfortunate as well because then I did take this position roughly right here because I just figured if I didn't take this, I would regret not taking it, targeting at least the nine, or actually, yeah, just this original high up here. That pretty much, I think, roughly 40 points, yeah, would have had me recovered the loss and had me actually way more than I thought. Yeah, or no, like about 500, yeah, 500 up on the day, and that would have got me the payout as well. And at the time I was freaking out because I was on my phone and I couldn't do this from my phone, but now looking back at it, obviously grateful. But I do have risk parameters set on Tradeovate to lock me out at 450 loss on the day, and haven't had that issue yet with the accounts, or this account mainly because before I didn't have that risk parameter till recently. But as we're creeping up to that payout threshold, don't want to make stupid mistakes, so yeah, I got kicked out of the trade around like 150 in drawdown, which is unfortunate too because right when we entered, we were up 200 in profit right away. It looked like it was going to run these highs. Yeah, so got kicked out, quickly hopped on the PC, tried to change the risk parameters, but just wanted to wait and see, before I just, fast re-entry this. And yeah, it would have gotten stopped out too. So it's a great thing that happened. Really, the biggest thing I would say of breaking my rules today is essentially well, it's like a last minute rule, but I kind of figured I should have stopped after that, knowing that I technically would have taken two losses on the day if I hadn't gotten kicked out on the risk settings. I was down about 500 at that point. That's pretty much, again, my average loss for a day. And I knew I should have just stopped, and that's kind of where I didn't. But then now I'm thinking, okay, longs are not playing out here. Really, I mean, shorts just are looking like the play here. So roughly, hold on, I gotta sneeze possibly. Yeah, I think we're good. Roughly right when that pretty much stopped out my what would have been my original position. That's when I then was looking at this how ES had taken out the high, or it had taken out the high on ES. Or well, I guess not really, but it's just different price, just doing different things on ES, uncorrelated. We got the SMT. And then this 2-minute inversion right here, which I did see some other people take, and I took it as well right at the close. I figured, okay, I'm gonna put my stop right here. Can't really afford to put it much higher than that, nor would I want to. So just figured right here, and of course, I get stopped out no more than probably, yeah, a handle and 25 ticks, or a handle and one tick, and yeah, get stopped out, and price runs right to basically I was targeting like this low or maybe like a little lower. Um, the take profit on the actually, yeah, it was actually these lows right here. So yeah, taking that setup would have gotten me, or if I had not gotten stopped out, that would have probably gotten me, yeah, that would have had me just like maybe like $80, $90 in the profit, recover my losses. Um, and that did not happen, unfortunately. And then after that, price pretty much shot throughout the rest of the day. I knew after that I had to stop. Again, my loss is already pretty high. Apex has a mandatory $1,000 loss threshold on the day. So that's kind of a good thing, honestly, after taking so many trades, because now I just know it's not worth it to risk, to really only have like 200 more risk. And again, I need to stop. I've already realized today is not my day. And yeah, but then with just being honest here with evals and stuff like that, usually the top step evals I trade sometimes according to setup and pretty stupid. Again, that's a very common thing in the industry now that I see is a lot of people trade evals pretty stupid if you're used to passing a decent amount as well as getting payouts. And I decided to do that, and just again I kept trying to stab longs, and longs did not work, and those evals did get blown. So yeah, pretty much which I also was saying like I wasn't gonna worry about evals till after I got the payout. Once I started getting, which was pretty much from Friday. Once I was pretty close, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna reset these evals. Friday was a crazy day on those things too. Went all the way down to 1,000 to basically recovering them plus a little bit more some. But the thing with evals going forward now, just because I had a good streak with them in January, February, obviously trading back then was more my setups as well as a little bit of very not like very discretionary trading. Yeah, but now it's just I've tried it a couple times and I just can't seem to pass them by doing that. So now I'm just gonna go back to actually trading evals very strict to based on my setups, just obviously higher risk with them because I'm really not trying to sit on evals that long. Like this Apex one, that was like a little longer, but I still passed that pretty quickly, and that was pretty much good trading as well as some discretionary trading to finish it off. But yeah, I'm just gonna go back to trading pure how I would trade on a performance count or XFA, but just higher risk. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Again, I really wanted to wait to make any trade recap video, or not really trade recap videos, but the next video on the channel is hopefully going to be the payout. Hopefully now, after this video, that is what it's going to be. I would love to be able to take a payout just because again, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter late into the video. But as I've mentioned on there several times, going out on a trip this Thursday and would really like to secure that $1,500 before I do so. That would be very nice. And yeah, I don't want to set it too much an emotional TP, but yeah, today definitely does suck. Out of everything, it's just really the fact that it's just 20 points away feels so slim. It feels like 5 points in these markets and how fast we've been moving in the volatility recently. So yeah, is what it is. Now I have to secure around 60 points to get that payout. But yeah, hopefully this week I will be able to do so. If not, I'm just gonna have to roll with the punches if I can't be by this week. But it would be nice to see it. And yeah, like I said, hopefully the next video is going to be a payout on Apex video, and this and the tweets from today I can look back and laugh on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you this week with the payout video.